For the first time at the EBMT annual meeting 2024, we had a joint session, nurses and patient advocacy committee. The purpose of that session for this year was to discuss avenues to co-create, to work together, nurses and patients. When I refer to patients, I don't refer to the patient that is living with a disease and receiving a treatment for their disease, but I go beyond that, and I want to refer especially to the role of the patient advocacy groups. Patient advocacy groups have moved into a position where they are capable to gather data, to produce evidence that can help to make decisions that are more meaningful, that are more representative and more comprehensively addressing the different dimensions that need to be considered. So in my presentation that was given yesterday, I was putting the emphasis in the differences when you work directly with the patient, that it's that end user, and how you get different things when you want to see the whole picture. I'm not telling that one thing is better in comparison to the other. I think that we need to look at the whole potential participants, because if we are going to make decisions, we need to secure that those decisions are going to impact the majority of the population. To put an example, if I may have an experience with my disease that is pretty unique, it may or may not be representative of the other patients that are living with the same condition or going through the same therapy. So if I take only the individual experiences, I may be focusing my decision making in individuals and not looking for the community. And if we want to make a parallelism, that's why we have clinical research. So when we talk about patient experience data, we should consider as when we are getting data from clinical trials, we need a representation of the community. We need a representation of that characteristic within a group of patients. And really, the potential is today is a reality. Patient advocacy groups have developed that capacity and are also well knowledgeable about all the different areas for decision making, from research and development of medicines or therapies to regulatory issues to health technology assessment issues, to ensure that the therapies that are advanced in science are meeting the needs of those who need them the most. It doesn't make any sense to bring new therapies that won't be available for the patients at the very end. So that's part of the work we are doing, and we want to work close to nurses, because nurses are in first line in contact with the patients and are more likely to understand or to capture dimensions that are not only focused on clinical outcomes, on safety, efficacy, but sometimes they are more likely to address the proper communication needs and to be capable to identify earlier the psychological needs, the impact in anxiety, in depression, in other areas that at the end of the day are relevant also for ensure that you are having a full life.